What's up, everybody? I am Undying Blaze, and welcome for the first time on my channel. Second, actually, if you count the 4:50 a.m. video, to Farming Simulator 2015. So I have been playing this game for so freaking long, well over 100 hours, and I've had this game for a week. Do you understand how much time that is in this game? So I've got a lot of practice, and I'm ready to start a episode series on it. Basically, I'm going to be playing in hard mode. It's going to be crazy, super difficult, and I'm going to record everything I do in the videos, except maybe time acceleration. Just because if I'm waiting for another harvest, I'll probably not record unless I'm just doing missions. So let's go ahead and start. This is hard mode, so it's ridiculously hard. Yes, I already know the basics. So we've got our farm here. Everything is all set. I feel like this place, oh, never mind. Okay, thought it looked different. Anyway, so I've got a harvester. I've got a field ready for harvest. I've only got $3,000. Let's check on everything. Vehicle running costs already cost me $9. Storage prices, okay. Everything is so low. I've been playing on easy for a long time, and I'm used to it being well over 1,000 for pretty much everything. Alright, let's see. Vehicle selection. So I've got one of those. Okay, a couple of those tractors. Alright, so you start out exactly with the same stuff as you do in every other way of playing. Anyway, so if you watched my 4:50 a.m. video, it's me being ridiculously tired and basically playing this game whilst being very tired. So I'm just gonna actually harvest this. Whoops. It's been so long. Oh my gosh, these things... It is... Okay, wait, what? Oh, I haven't even attached that. Okay, here we go. Let's harvest. So I haven't run a harvester since I first started. Whoa, 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 whoa. We're disabling the straw swath. I do not want straw right now. Oh my goodness. I'm not going to have straw until way later. Anyway, I'm on hard mode. So essentially what that means is that I start out with severe debt in the game and barely any equipment. I mean, considering it's the same amount as any other level, but you have less money. You start out with less money. You have more loans, so you can't take out as many loans. People to hire are way more costly. And what's the other ones? I'm not entirely sure what all the other rules are that are different. But yeah, I should actually keep this on. Alright, here we go. Whoops, not that. Alright, here we go. So time scale, I'm turning it on to real time. Plant growth, normal. Plant withering, on, off. Let's see. I'm going to leave it on. Plant growth, normal. We're just going to have everything be default so that no one can argue with me whether or not I'm doing the game right. So basically, yeah, so it's on hardest level. Plant withering is on, so I'll have to be really careful with my time acceleration. But I think I can do it. I have a farm that's worth millions of dollars in my other game, so I should be okay. Alright, here we go, and next swath. I have to do all this by myself because I can't afford to hire people until after I've already completed this field, because I don't have enough money. Or at least I won't hire anybody until I've already got this harvester full. Up to 80%. Because 80% is when they'll start the unloading process. And I'll drive the wagon over here and I'll unload into the wagon. And then I will go and sell it probably immediately to the highest bidder. And I'll have a AI driving the harvester from pretty much here on out. I think I can afford an AI. I'll see how much it costs, and if it costs too much, I guess I'll just not use an AI. But I like that, at least I'm pretty sure all of the different things I can sell, there's already some in my inventory to sell, so that's really nice. my goodness, this is taking forever. I'd already be like a quarter of the way done with the field by now, at least, or maybe even a third with my other harvester. Probably even more. Because the other harvester I'm used to using is like twice as wide. I have all of the most expensive stuff at my other farm. I play multiplayer with NinjaNuity, Eternal Flame, and hopefully Ethan Lane will be getting this at some point. If he does, then he will be playing with us as well, and I'm looking forward to starting a series with at least NinjaNuity, and hopefully Ethan. Depends on if he buys this game. I got it on sale, and sadly the sale ended, and so that is a big contributing factor onto if Ethan's going to be playing certain games. So, yeah, that's, at least from my understanding, how things are going, and so once we reach about 80%, I'm going to switch away from here. I'm going to hire a worker. We're just going to have to trust this, see how it goes. Now, canola, historically for me, has produced the highest monetary reward. So that is going to be my goal, is to produce a bunch of wheat, but then I'll switch to canola, and because the demand will be greater once I have sold wheat for a really long time. Oh my goodness, I love this game. You guys do not understand how much time I have put into this game. Like, aside from my normal YouTube recording, this is the only other thing that I do. Well, I mean, I do other YouTube stuff as well, but like my main hobby right now for my free time is this game, and it is so fun to me, and I have no idea why, but it is crazy awesome. Now, I just wish that people would combine a game like H1Z1 with this and with Age of Empires or something ridiculous, and just have like a massive, like, real life world. Oh my goodness, there's no way that that could happen, but you know, like, it'd be so cool if there was like a real life simulator where you had all the simulators put together. You had farming simulator, so you could do everything involving a farm, but then you could be like a flight simulator, and you could have pilots and stuff like that, and then, like, I don't know, car mechanic simulator or whatever. Alright, now it's time for me to hire the dude. Alright, that's not costing me too much. I didn't need to panic. Alright, where's this? There we go. Alright, let's hook up this trailer. Man, I haven't had one of these these tractors in a long time, or these trailers. Dang, I'm used to having the semi-trucks, the power washers everywhere, everything's full. Oh my goodness, you don't start out with anything. You start out with absolutely nothing in your inventory. Holy heck, okay. Well, that's no good. That's going to be very interesting. Alright, let's fill up this little wagon, shall we? And now I'm going to assume that the speed of this is like 6 miles an hour. So I'm going to set the cruise control to that. Alright, now it'll pause here while I set the cruise control and it empties out the rest of the way. So the lower end of 6 is going to be matching this harvester. Let's back up. Let's dump it a little bit more evenly. Oh gosh, there's nothing stressful like trying to play a game in hard, especially after you've been playing it on easy for so long. Alright, you know what? I'll dump it out since this is only 47%. I'll wait until those lights start flashing. Meanwhile, I will get a cultivator going so I can start my next field. You need to cultivate a field before you can plant anything in it, unless you have a sower which can cultivate before it sows, which is super, super nice. I don't think they have any of those for corn, which I won't be able to grow corn for quite a while because I'd need to buy farming implements for it, and it's not worth it until you can afford pretty much anything else. So let's park this here for the moment. Alright, and so what we'll do is we'll throw a weight on here real quick, and then we'll throw the cultivator on here, and now let's get on out of here. Alright, and I'll probably drive the cultivator on my own until the lights on the harvester start flashing, and then I will hire a cultivator, and I'm just hoping that I'll have enough to have hired workers doing a lot of this for me, because I I know I could run this entire farm by myself, one person. It would take so long, my crops would all wither, but it could be manageable. I mean, like, obviously with more farm than just this little bit. But anyway. Alright, cultivator down. And let's go. It looks like everything's going good. The most annoying thing is keeping this straight. I'm going to turn on cruise control so it keeps going the same speed. Oh my goodness. So yeah, this is always the most boring part, is just driving in a straight line down a field. In real life, harvesters, at least expensive ones, I don't know about the cheaper ones, but the harvesters are able to be computer controlled, so they'll drive by GPS coordinates, I believe. And so they'll harvest on their own in real life. You just got to hire a person to sit in there, which can be expensive, but quite honestly, that's one of those jobs that I'd just do myself. I'd hire a person to do a job I didn't want to do. I wouldn't mind sitting in there playing some Clash of Clans or something like that, sitting in a harvester. I mean, obviously, you know, being responsible and watching what's going on, because I would never, you know, shirk responsibility. You know what I mean. Alright. Because totally, I would never do anything to get out of responsibility. Who would do that? It's ridiculous. You guys are crazy people. Okay. Alright. Now at first this started out as me just getting ready to have my field be planted. Now I'm just sitting here waiting for the freaking harvester light to go off so I can hire a dude for this. Okay, my money is not going down that fast. Oh crap, I missed a little spot. That's important. I cannot miss anything or else I'll have less of a harvest. There we go. Got that. And I have to go the same direction or else it looks weird. I mean, it's not like life changing if I go the wrong direction a little bit. Alright, I guess I'm gonna be over here now. Gosh, I'm so bad at this sometimes. Like, I'm really good at the financial aspect, the planning ahead, the strategy. I'm so bad at just the driving straight down a field and, yeah, and usually getting the priorities perfect. Alright, I'm going to hire a guy now and get the sower out here to start planting. I don't know if there's a limit on how many guys I can have hired at once. I hope not, because that would really, really suck. Alright, there we go. Hopefully my line was straight enough. Alright, let's switch over to this vehicle. I don't think we need the weight on the front, but let's just throw that on anyway. Oh yeah, we do, because this one doesn't have wheels. Oh my gosh, it's been a while. Alright, let's fill this up. Let's do the honest thing. You don't have to fill these up. You don't have to fill up anything. Any of your farming equipment, really. What is there that you do have to fill up? I feel like there's something. I might be completely wrong, but when you're sowing a field, when you're watering the field, when you're putting slurry on the field, you don't need to fill up the machines first, because if you hire the worker, I don't know if it gets taken out of their, like if they take it out of your payment to them, or if you just aren't paying for the seed or slurry or whatever. But it really helps when you have like 0 cows and you are not producing any. Alright, so let's hire a dude here. And let's get that tractor with the wagon on it. We'll drive it over. We'll collect the wheat from this guy as soon as he's ready for us. And then what we're going to do is we're going to drive down, fill this up the rest of the way, and then drive it to the highest bidder for wheat. That's what we're going to do. Usually I like to wait until wheat is in demand, but we don't have the luxury of waiting with our finances declining as quickly as they are. So let's just fill this up, and then we'll put on cruise control. There we go. Nice cruise control. So I don't have to, because I'm using a keyboard, I'm playing this on my computer, there is very limited speed response when you're using the WASD keys. So I'm just going to wait until it's about half full or half empty, depending on the way you look at it, and then I will drive and fill this thing up. Let's see. Wow, this is taking forever because it just reached that limit. Alright, we're not filling it up all the way. Screw that. Alright, so the farm is running nicely now. if you can call being in ridiculous debt nice. Let's go see if we can take any more loans out, because um, if you're running a farm in real life and you can guarantee that you're going to be working hard enough to make up for the money, loans aren't as bad of a thing as, like, maybe student loans, because those are not as good. All right, so here we go. Because there's guaranteed income with a farm. Well, at least in a video game, let's be honest. All right, so wheat. So the diner's 298. 298 is the highest so far. 307 at the train station. So we're going straight to the train station. Now I know where that is, so let's throw on our turn signal. Let's try to keep realism as much as possible. Because, I mean, I turned this thing on, made it pretty dang realistic. In the future, when I have lots and lots of money, I'll have a logging business going on that I can do whenever the trees are fully grown, which is going to be super nice, but that's going to take a ridiculously long time. I might consider buying a tree planter as one of the very first things that I do, just because it takes so long for trees to grow. Anyway, so in my other one, I own that field, and that field that's close to my farm, and I own one other field as well. So that's all pretty cool. Oh man, I miss having all those fields because it was so nice. Oh my goodness. I think what was that? Hey look, Clash of Clans. Just after I was done speaking of it. Alright, so I know the map really well now. I know where the train station is, I know where the warehouse is, I know where the restaurant is. It's the flour mill. I can't remember if there's any other places to drop things off, like wheat. When we're dumping, I'll check and see if there's any that I am forgetting. But fortunately now, if I see that there's a field, or I say sale all the time. If there is a demand for anything like wheat, canola, barley, or corn, they all get deposited into the same places. So while that's being deposited, restaurant, train station, warehouse, flour mill, diner. I don't know what the diner is. I know what the restaurant is. That's weird. Oh, so it actually pauses the game when I look, so I could have looked at it any time. I'm not used to having the game pause because I usually open this to online play. I don't plan on doing that because it's basically hiring people for free, and I'll have a series separate from this one. This one will be just me playing Farming Simulator solo and on hard, and we're going to do this. It's going to be awesome. I might even set the crop growing to slowest just to make it a little bit more real. Alright, so we've got a good 5,000. We should be good monetarily until the next harvest, but there is no being sure. I keep forgetting to turn on my turn signal because I actually, when I started playing, I didn't know that you could turn on turn signals, and then I started thinking, it's a simulator, they might have turn signals, so I found out that there was indeed a turn signal button, and there's also a hazard button, which is pretty cool. But this is the store, by the way. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, there's a hazards button as well, and I didn't know that there was until I looked it up, figured it out, and then I did it at every single turn. I made sure to use proper road rules. The speed limit is easy to maintain because the top speed of even the fastest vehicles is 51 miles an hour when the speed limit is 55, so that's just fine. Anyway, so I then started playing online, and when you are online, there are no AI vehicles just driving around. I was playing online so I could play multiplayer with my friends. So anyway, that being said, I completely stopped after a while using turn signals, like I had for like probably half the time, like the first half. And then when I got to the end of the first half of the time that I was playing without cars on the road or anything, I was like, you know what, there's no cars on the road, the simulation is kind of iffy at this point, so I decided that I would just stop using turn signals and such. So I stopped, and now I get back here, and there's cars again, and I just really want to, like, kind of make it as realistic as possible. Speaking of which, let's save some fuel, because that is expensive stuff. I mean, chances are I won't really have to worry about fuel until I can afford to pay for fuel with these things. But anyway, I might as well look at the beautiful scenery while we go. So yeah, it's kind of a weird phase where I'm getting back into using my turn signal again, which is so weird. I'm such a weird person. I actually obey road laws. I mean, what kind of a crazy person does that? Anyway, there was something I was going to say. First of all, look at how beautiful this game is. Second of all, that's what I was going to say. It really annoys me. The game starts out at times 5 speed. So the day goes by 5 times quicker, which is cool. It gives it kind of a Minecraft feel. Like after like 20 minutes or so, I think, the day is over. You got nighttime. I mean, there's no real purpose to the day and night cycle except that you need to use your headlights. So anyway, the problem with the day and night cycle is that when you accelerate time, I believe you are paying your hired workers like equal to how much time they're working. And so you can have the people, if you're playing in real time, doing the exact same stuff. You can pay these people like 120 times as much as you would do normally, I think. I'm like pretty sure because I saw the money drain faster when I had time acceleration on. And the main reason that you do time acceleration is you're waiting for your harvest. And so that's why I'm willing to set the crop regrowth to normal. There's no way I'd be sitting here waiting until it was finished if it wasn't, if I didn't have the ability to time accelerate. So, that being said, I'm going to do my best to keep this as realistic as possible. Uh, I'm gonna keep crop growth on normal, just because I have it on fast in all my other stuff, and so it's already gonna be slow enough, and I don't want to waste people's time even in time acceleration mode. All right, so here we go. We're just gonna deposit this here. Got a nice good 50%. One thing I'll have to really watch out for is as soon as I time accelerate, I'm going to have to as soon as I time accelerate, I'm going to have to keep an eye on my money, because that will still go down because I have interest to pay on loans, and then I also have vehicle maintenance. That's what it is. I was trying to think of what other thing I had that I have to pay for. Oh goodness, I've already recorded for a while. Holy heck, it's been like 20 minutes. All right, here we go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to head to the store. I know there's an ATM at the store, and I'm going to see if I can take out any more loans, or if I already have the maximum loans taken out. I wouldn't be surprised at all if I have zero money to work with except what I have right now. So as you can tell, the economy is doing bad right now. I'm going to try to stimulate the economy by being a farmer. And the way that you do that is you wait until there's a demand for things. You do not sell unless you have to. And so that's kind of one of the biggest problems with starting on hard, because you have so little money that you don't really have the option at first to wait until there's a demand for it. All right, so what do we got? All right, so I have 150,000. So can I borrow 50,000? All right. Awesome, I have 54,000. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to head to the store, the online store, even though I'm like literally right at the store, and I'm just going to take a look, see what there is. I might grab a sprayer or even a slurry tank, because I know those really work. Yeesh. This would like, oh, but this would recultivate everything. That's a problem. And that needs a semi-truck. Oh gosh. A sprayer makes so much more sense. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy a sprayer, and the whole idea of this is that it increases the harvest output, and so I will get so much more money if I'm using this sprayer. So I will buy it. Awesome, and then I will buy this water tank to go along with it. Now I will put them on this tractor. And then I should be able to make so much more money just with the little bit of farmland I have. So I'm not going to pay somebody to spray this field, because not only do they suck at spraying fields in this game, it's a lot of fun. Anyway, so let's head on over. I do need to fill up with water first, so that's the only disadvantage to doing it myself. Well, and that it takes time, but quite frankly, the fact that it takes time isn't that huge of a deal, because I can just use that time to wait for the rest of the farming equipment to get done with their jobs. All right, and I'll bet that the harvester is ready, well, for the harvest. So when I get up to the bucket, I'm gonna take this off. Please don't have stopped. Okay, it's still going. Huh, looks good to me. Alright, so I'll fill this up, and then I'll return to the harvester, take a bucket full, and when this harvest is done, that should probably be about the end of the episode. It'll be about time, which is going to be crazy. Alright, so we're going to refill the sprayer, and we're going to refill that tank as well. And the thing on the bottom right of my screen, my face is covering up like all the controls, so that's all you're really missing. So, just in case you were wondering what the heck is going on and how I know what all the controls are, other than the fact that I have played this so much before. Alright, so the lights aren't going. Are there lights on that harvester, or does it just... Yeah, it's got lights. Alright, cool. So I'm going to spray this first part of the field. Alright, so let's extend our sprayers. Now this is awesome. It looks like my tractor has a freaking jetpack on, which is great. Love it. Alright, so let's see. If I'm in the middle here, how much will I get? Not all of it, which is fine, which is completely fine with me. This sprayer should last for at least this field. Alright, so let's turn it on and cruise control. And I like that even if you cruise control or if you hold the acceleration, the vehicles will only drive at the speed at which they are supposed to in order to operate whatever machinery they're using, which is wonderful, because I would have no idea how in the heck to control at which speed, and it would be utter chaos. And that's why they implement things like that for people like me who break stuff if they do things wrong. Alright, so I know I only got half of this done, but that thing is ready. And that cultivator is catching up to the harvester. I don't know. I can postpone this. So let's stop the spraying. Let's lower it and then detach it. Alright, let's go grab the trailer. This is such a light little tractor. I'm scared of this thing like flipping over with just a water tank on the front. Whoops. Whoa. Now I wasn't really worried about it then, because it wasn't even on the tractor. Okay, here we go. We gotta get there fast, though. Come on. Come on, little guy. You've got this. Come on. This game is so awesome. I love this so much. Alright, here we go. And we're not destroying any crops, which is super wonderful. I know that you can't in easy and normal, but it's very reassuring to know that you can't in hard, and I didn't even think about it before I was driving through them. Dang it, he stopped. Oh well, now we have to wait until I fill up. I mean, I don't really have to, but kinda do. Alright, so we'll leave this bucket right about where we had it before. Oh gosh. This is so fun. No. This part isn't that fun. The refilling constantly isn't that great. I can't wait until I have a semi-truck and trailer. That's gonna be nice. Alright, come on. Come on, you can't have that much stuff. Alright, there we go. Let's get out of here before you start dumping this stuff again. There we go. We got the two tractors just having at it. Alright, and we'll just take that off there. Drive over here and continue spraying the field. Anyway, so when I say that the AI is really bad at spraying the field, I mean every single word of it. The AI will turn before they're done, and so they'll leave these like weird like triangular-ish swaths where they have not sprayed at all. And I'm just sitting there like, what the heck am I supposed to do with that? And so I have to go back every single time and respray the edges where they turn around every time. So I have to like go back the other direction and turn the sprayers on and off accordingly. And it's just really irritating, and quite frankly, I will get to the point where I don't want to fix it, and so I just won't. That's kind of the deal. Are there any cars coming? Okay. Good, I'm glad there weren't. That could have sucked. Let's go ahead and put this sprayer down by where the trailer is. For now, we'll spray the whole field once the rest of the machinery is done. Here we go. Now let's switch over to this harvester. It's at 23%. Things are going good. It looks like the cultivator is not really going to catch up to it. That's what I'm hoping. So, I just feel like so many of these tractors are completely unnecessary. I have a lot of tractors. This is kind of concerning. Let's look at the prices for everything. I'm wondering how long it's going to take for things to be in demand, because my loan even is going away rapidly. And that's mostly because I've hired people, but it's also because of the vehicle expenses themselves, which is, it's a ridiculous expense. Alright, yeah, let's just attach this. Boop, there we go. And then we'll collect one more time. And you know, I might cut the episode there, just because I don't want to wait until the end of the harvest. We'll do like a harvest, and then the time acceleration period after that, where I might sell some stuff, might buy some stuff, who knows. But we'll see what happens when we get there. So let's see, what is he at? He's at 49%. It's like agony. Alright, well, let's wait up here on this end. And once he gets there, we will collect, and then we'll be done. We will end it there. I mean, well, I'll dump it into my silo, and then we'll be done. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I also found out that the horn button is 0. Which is super funny on these little tractors. Well, even like all the tractors. Yeah, pretty much all the tractors have that exact same horn, and it's pretty annoying. But the semi-truck has a cool semi-truck horn, and the pickup truck has a normal car horn. So anyway, yeah, I like the AI in this. It's a little weird that they always drive on the same exact routes every single time. Like, there's certain roads they will not drive on, and there's certain roads that there's, like, always cars on. And so they never seem to be going anywhere. Everybody just is simultaneously out for a Sunday drive. Oh, one thing that's really hilarious is you guys have no idea how many times I've seen a harvester run into an AI car. Like, an AI harvester that I hired. I'm paying this guy to drive a harvester, and he just freaking runs over a car. Like, usually it's when they're backing up, because that's when they're really in the street. I don't know if this harvester that we're watching right now... I'll hop out and actually hop up here. Anyway, I don't know if this harvester is long enough, but... Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think this harvester might have actually done that before. But just that little period where it's out in the street, it hit a car. It was ridiculous. And probably 3 or more times that's happened. It's ridiculous and hilarious. Especially when you're not expecting it. Alright, here we go. We're just going to fill up now. And cruise control. Now we just have to worry about keeping straight. Not that huge of a deal. Obviously difficult, but not impossible. Oh man, I always tend to lose a bit of money at the first harvest. There's like almost no way to make money, and so you have to take out the rest of your loan, which in this case was $50,000, and then you have to buy something that will increase the output. Now when we increase the output like that, what it does is it makes it so that the harvester fills up way quicker when it's driving. And so you have to take so many more trips, but you sell so much more, and it's amazing. You guys totally have to play this game. It is so awesome. I mean, if you're not interested in it, obviously, if you're not interested in it, don't play it, obviously. But I mean, I didn't think I was going to be interested in it. So give it a try if you think that you could be interested in it. I love this game so much. I am absolutely addicted to it. I'm going to leave this episode here. I really hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I am. And I mean, obviously I'm playing it, but I am going through all the work and all the difficult thinking. So, thank you guys, and I will see all of you guys in the next one. Goodbye.